2017 Vantage GT8, number 34 of 150. If you've been paying attention, you'll know that we, along with the journalists that drove these cars when they were new, and anyone that's driven one since, are big fans of the Vantage GT12 and GT8. We've had the privilege of offering a number of these machines, and this will be the 6th GT8 to have visited our showroom. Broadly 10% of UK production. Aston Martin's race-inspired sports car with true racing heritage. During the 2000s and 2010s, Aston Martins went racing in a variety of DB9 and Vantage-based race cars. From club racing and national championships to the pinnacle of sports car racing, the World Endurance Championship and the Le Mans 24 Hours. Achieving massive success and creating a truly iconic era of motorsport heritage. To celebrate this success, and no doubt challenge the traditional positioning of the Aston Martin marque, in 2015 Aston Martin offered the Vantage GT12, billed to be the most focused and hedonistic road car ever offered by the factory. Powered by a 595 brake horsepower variant of the V12 engine, it was very warmly received, with the 100 cars planned being virtually sold out before the car made its debut at the Geneva Motor Show in 2015. A year later, Aston Martin announced this, the Vantage GT8, the lightest and most powerful V8 Vantage yet, inspired by the Vantage GT race car, itself a V8. Limited to just 150 cars worldwide, appealing to collectors as well as pure driving enthusiasts. Predictably, all had sold out shortly after being announced in 2016. Just 80 were built for the UK right-hand drive market, 68 of which were 6-speed manual specification. In addition to the dramatically sculpted, wide-bodied carbon fibre bodywork and revised performance-orientated chassis, the 4.7-litre V8 engine was upgraded to produce 440 brake horsepower. And I can hear you now, only 440 brake horsepower? Compared to the power outputs of all the modern cars and indeed the Aston Martin range, it might not sound that much. But trust me, in modern driving conditions, these things are quick. The uprated engine, combined with the dramatic weight saving of up to 100 kilos, depending upon the options chosen, the Vantage GT8, weighing in at just over 1,500 kilos, compared to 1,745 kilos in the case of a 2026 V8 Vantage. The GT8 boasts some very impressive performance numbers, including 4.4 seconds 0 to 62 and a top speed of 190 miles per hour. Enough to keep you interested. Much admired by motoring journalists and road testers alike for the driving engagement it delivered, with the combination of the normally aspirated V8 engine and stick-shift manual gearbox, the last of a type of sports car with an analogue driving experience. The Vantage GT12 was only available with a Sport Shift 3 gearbox, which, to be honest, was probably the right call, as with 600 brake horsepower on tap, I wonder whether it's too fast for a stick-shift manual. The Vantage GT8, on the other hand, 2 gearbox options, Sport Shift 2 or the 6-speed manual gearbox. My preference, the lovely short throw 6-speed manual. We, along with others, have questioned whether the GT8 is Aston's best ever driver's model. And the chassis, sublime. Considering the positioning of the model, a car that can hold its own on a track day, the ride quality is still excellent. The brakes, despite only being cast iron rather than carbon ceramic, provide awesome stopping power and a lovely progressive brake pedal rather than the grabbiness that can sometimes be apparent with carbon ceramic brake discs. And I particularly love the execution of the interior of the Vantage GT8. Motorsport inspired materials, Alcantara, carbon fibre, but with all the comfort and luxury you'd expect from Aston Martin. No computer screens here, just the lovely old-fashioned iconic dials. Yet, if you go looking for it in the infotainment system, there is this really cool power meter setting. And yes, it still has air conditioning, a stereo which is CarPlay enabled, and sat-nav, all controlled by these lovely tactile dials and haptic buttons. With the help of an excellent Instagram page as a resource, and considering the fact that there are only 80 of these cars in the UK to start with, tracking the GT8s has been easier than for some models. And this is always an example I've wanted to offer for sale in this colour scheme without the halo pack. In fact, I'd really like to keep it for myself, but I've got a fair few Aston Martins to sell before that can happen. The GT8 we are now excited to offer is fittingly finished in the simple, restrained livery of out-of-range DBR9 Racing Green. Inside the cabin, lightweight carbon fibre with trim in pure black Alcantara with silver contrast stitching. Our friends at the Aston Martin Heritage Trust have confirmed that this is the only Vantage GT8 finished in DBR9 Racing Green. In addition to the standard GT8 specifications, notable optional extras chosen include gloss carbon aero pack, exposed carbon fibre lower, rear and side valances, dark anodised brake calipers, black textured titanium exhaust system, full-length twill carbon fascia trim, Vantage GT8 logo headrest embroidery, front grille lightweight mesh, reversing camera, lightweight carbon fibre seats, steering wheel technology pack and 7-spoke satin black wheels. A full build specification is available by request. First registered in February 2017 and purchased by its last owner in 2019 when it had covered under 500 miles. Servicing and maintenance has been carried out annually by Aston Martin agents, including its last service in July 2025. All service invoices and MOT certificates being available in the full history folder supplied with the car. Our pre-sale inspection confirms the car to be in superb condition throughout, the paintwork being in virtually unmarked condition and the interior displaying only the faintest evidence of any use. Not only are these Vantage GT8s rewarding and intoxicating to drive, with their racing heritage, normally aspirated engines combined with 6-speed manual gearboxes, one of the best exhaust notes of all time, and a very limited production run, the model certainly has all the right ingredients for future classic status. And when new, the Vantage GT8 started £165,000. Throw in a few of the options and quickly you're at £200,000. The prices of the Vantage GT8 over the last few years have been fairly static, to be honest. But now the word is out that cars like this, with larger capacity, normally aspirated engines and manual gearboxes, are a thing of the past. I can see how prices move forwards in years to come. And call us biased, but at current price levels, a Vantage GT8 at a third of the price of a 360 Challenge Stradale, half the price of a 430 Scuderia, or half the price of a Porsche 911R, I think the price growth story is certainly compelling. And of those famed first generation Gaydon cars produced, the Vantage GT8 and the Vantage GT12, along with perhaps the V12 Zagato, are three models that I believe will emerge from the pack and become the most investable and collectible. supplied to its next owner, prepared to our usual standards with 12 months MOT, 12 months warranty, along with a custom fit car cover, full complement of keys, battery conditioner and attractive model relevant cherished registration number. Our view? Yeah, I think it's hard to argue. Aston Martin's best ever driver's car. And this collector grade example in this evocative colour scheme is one not to be missed. Available for viewing and demonstration now at our Hertfordshire showrooms.